Okay, my off-grid cooking method for breakfast of bacon and eggs is going to be solar. I have what I believe to be one of the simplest possible solar cooking apparatus. It consists of 3 parts. We've got flat iron griddle, necessary accoutrement no matter what, the support structure for which I am using the garden cart, the closest thing I had at hand, and then the only exotic piece, which is a high reflectivity plastic mirror that I took out of a discarded rear projection retro cab television. That is my solar cooking apparatus. It's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, probably approaching, it feels like maybe 102 degrees or so. Temperature is rising rapidly, sun is blazing. So what I've got this going on is the griddle sitting here in the direct sunlight on its own, picks up a tremendous amount of thermal energy as it is. But then to boost that up, I've got this high reflectivity mirror that, as you can see, is reflecting sun onto the bottom of the griddle as well. So we're getting sun from, ow, that sand is hot, from the top and the bottom. And that should give me a lot more heat than just having the griddle out here alone. Ends and pieces, $1.99 a pound. I love this stuff. It's so good. So bad for me, but what are you gonna do? I can barely touch this thing. I'm estimating it's probably about 150 degrees right now. As you see right there, we're starting to get a little bit of shadow going on the bottom of our pan, so we just got to readjust some. One of the advantages of using a great big mirror like this is, yes, you're wasting some, but at the same time, you only have to readjust so often because you got a whole lot of leeway when the sun moves. And here we are, the off-grid supply of half of the breakfast materials. Good morning, ladies. How are you today? Yeah, I know it's hot out. I'll get you some fresh water here in a minute. Not a lot of fun being a chicken in the desert in the summertime. Panting, but everybody seems to be pretty healthy in it so far. Known a lot of other people that have had chickens out here, and they seem to fare it okay as long as they got some shade to hunker down in. Okay, here we go. We're gonna collect half of our breakfast. The half that we produced ourselves. Excuse me, ladies. How y'all doing? Hey, what, you want to get outside? What, you think you're free, chicken? Get back there. Bag it up. No free chicken. No free roaming chickens here. One hand. Hello, miss. Oh, we got an unsupervised egg going on here. One of you guys is laying down on the job. Or not laying down on the job. Alright, excuse me, miss. Pardon me. I need to... Excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me. Oh, my lord. There's this morning's breakfast. 5 of them. More than we can eat. Alright, so most of my bacon cuts in this package turned out to be pretty thick. And after sitting out here in the sun for about a half an hour, a lot of them are still frozen, so I pulled out the thinnest ones that I could find. And I got them cooking up right now, and they're starting to seep out some goo. Got this right big fatty one right here, and that's gonna be my pan lube for cooking up my eggs once that gets going on there. Okay, so we've had our bacon cooking on here for about 10 minutes. We've got a good scooge of grease right there on the side where we're going to cook some eggs. We got our mirror aligned, so we got full sun on the top, full sun on the bottom. We got Agent Little Galt over there keeping an eye on those chickens. We got a couple eggs that we've been sitting here preheating for a little while. We got Mama Galt over here that's going to take the cam in just a second. And we'll see what happens when we crack these eggs. This is the first time for me, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. Alright, here we go. Cracking eggs. Get close up here, dear. Onto our solar heated skillet. Picked out the special green eggs for this one. And we are starting to cook. It's not going to be quite as quick as on the stove, but I think we're going to have something here in a short while. Got eggs less than 12 hours old. And we're cooking. Alright, we'll check back with you in a few minutes, see how we're doing. Alright, continuation of our off-grid cooking demo for LoBuck Prepper. Okay, eggs have been sitting here for a few minutes. We got kind of a breeze out here today, so it's cooling off the tops of them. Eggs are full of water, there's no humidity here in the desert. Coefficient of evaporative cooling, it's not going to let the temperature get up there. So we are going to end up scrambling our eggs, and that'll give us a nice cooked response that we want to see out of this. It's cooking slow, but it's cooking. As a wise man once said, it's not how well the bear dances, it's the fact that the bear is dancing at all. So we'll check back here in a few minutes, and hopefully we should have some eggs. Alright, we're about 5 minutes later, and yeah, we're cooking, but I did not take into account how much the evaporation lowering of the temperature was really going to affect me, and it seriously has. I've been moving the eggs around from one spot to the other, try to take advantage of the heat gain in one spot while one spot's covered, and that's helping out, but at the same time, it's, yeah, as somebody said, this is a lot harder than it looked on TV. By contrast, the bacon came out awesome. I should have just done a whole plate of that instead of the eggs, but gotta try these things. I think for a future generation, if I came up with a cooker where there was some sort of a lid on it to keep the breeze off of the cooking surface and still allow the sunlight to penetrate to get in, I think we would be doing a whole lot better. So I have to come up for generation 2 here. Definitely want to thank you, LoBuck Prepper. This is something that I've had in the back of my mind that I wanted to try for quite a while, and needed a little bit of a kick in the ass to get me to try it. So now hopefully I'll have the inspiration to go up and come up with generation 2 here. So check back in a couple of minutes, see how we're doing. Alright, here we are. After about another 15 minutes, I just ran and hopped into the shower because I've got to run off to the dentist here. Yet another definitely critical SHTF prep. My eggs are still pretty runny. I think in a little bit they will be quite edible. I think I more dehydrated them than cooked them. So definitely lessons learned here. But the bacon came out absolutely fantastic. That is really, 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 really yummy. So, partial success, partial failure. Definitely lots of lessons learned. That's why we do these things. So, but regardless, thank you very much. Appreciate the challenge. LoBuck, it's definitely taught me a lot, and we'll see what version 2.0 comes out with. Going, gulp. Out.